Maybe you're a lesbian and you don't even know it.
It's a bit naughty.
Do you want me to kiss her?
Yeah, do it now.
Or so you.
I think they should break up at some point. I'm getting bored of them.
That's a little savage.
One time we had sex at school, and I think that's so scandalous.
Don't laugh. Just keep going.
And now for the moment of insertion.
Hi, babes. Welcome to the Heartstopper official podcast. I'm your host, Tia Coffee, otherwise known as The Glamorous Geek, and I'm a massive Heartstopper fan. I'm thrilled to be right here at Netflix HQ, ready to talk to the Heartstopper cast about all the behind-the-scenes tea and gossip on Heartstopper Season 3. This week, I'm joined by Kizzy and Corinna Brown. Corinna, Kizzy, thank you so much for joining me today. Right, I have to confess, I haven't seen Series 3 yet.
Why?
Season 3 yet.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because this is the past. And it's not out yet.
Oh, yeah.
So for me, for my benefit, can you give me a little overview of your journeys in Series 3?
Tara's stressed out.
Tara's very stressed out.
She has a panic attack. And Darcy is living with Tara, then leaves Tara's house to go stay with her nan, who's the coolest actor in the entire world. And then Darcy starts using they, them pronouns, and then everyone's just having fun.
Why are we so stressed? What's going on?
Tara's very much like an overachiever, and I think she takes everyone else's stress on as well. So it finally gets to her. She's also having a lot of change. And I think change in general for everyone and anyone is quite a stressful time. And I think this season it just builds up for her. And she's not quick to talk about it because she likes to be the helper. She likes to help other people. So I think she bottles it up and allows it to bubble over until eventually she breaks. Which is, quite interesting for her because I think she sees herself as like normally quite level-headed, in control of things. So it's been fun to play.
I mean, that is really interesting because she has always been there for sort of everyone else and being really reliable. So to have that become almost too much and be the one to have to be supported is very interesting. And
I think in life, like, I'm quite used to being like the supporter. So it was interesting to play, and then I've learned from her that it's important to like take time for yourself. That's one thing that is Tara's message this season as well.
Can't pour from a glass that's empty.
Exactly.
Oh, that's good. Is that a metaphor, an analogy?
It's one of those.
It's something. Let's talk about the nan. What makes her the coolest nan ever?
She's so cool.
She's lovely.
Yeah.
Everyone wants a nan like
I know. She's just so much fun. I love her so much.
And the actress Annette
is
plays
so
her
nice.
Is the Annette. Like
she's brilliant.
So starstruck.
Iconic. I think she played a Slitheen in Doctor Who.
Yeah. In Doctor Who. She was also in EastEnders, guys. I watched this and she was Aunt Babe and I was obsessed. I told her.
Are you a big EastEnders fan?
I am. I still watch it to this day.
So we've got a cool, loving and accepting nan. Yeah. Back to Heartstopper, sorry. Cool, loving and accepting nan. But we've also got a lot of stress building up. So you're very supportive in real life. I have to ask, like, what is your star sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
You're a Capricorn.
Yeah.
Is that quite a supportive?
I think they are quite supportive. They're very determined, level-headed workaholics. But they are very, like, if you're in their circle, they are for you and
loyalty.
Want to make sure everyone's okay. So yeah, I'm a Cap. Tara's not a cat, but she's got cat tendencies.
Oh, okay. What would your character star signs be? That is a fun game.
No, there's actual answers for this, but I don't know.
Oh, like you've got official.
Yeah, should I search it quickly?
Should we Google it?
Quick interlude.
But what do you feel? Like, what energy do your characters give?
Darcy's more of a Leo than I am. I'm a Leo.
Okay,
And
well,
I think Darcy's a Leo.
you do give Leo energy. I see that.
Arrogant and spoiled.
I went for leadership, so mine was a compliment.
Yeah, I think, well, I'm a Capricorn. Tara's very Capricorn energy. She prefects, like ballet. She's work focused, isn't she? Uni, so yeah.
So obviously you mentioned ballet there, but a little birdie tells me in my earpiece, I don't have an earpiece, you are actually a trained dancer.
Oh, I am, yeah.
Is this correct information?
This is correct information. My
She's
mum
very good.
put me in ballet when I was like, well, I say 2 because she told me 2, but then the other day she was like, no, Corinna, you were like 3. I was like, Mum.
Why did you lie?
Now it makes it look like I was lying, yeah. But anyway, she put me in ballet at a young age because I was very clumsy. And I used to walk on my tiptoes, yeah. And then I just fell in love with dance there. Did ballet, tap, jazz, modern, hip hop for a long time. Back up dancing, yeah. She's lived a life.
That is varied. Are you also a dancer? Is that in your skill set?
I danced as a kid. I was rubbish. I could not have been worse. And they said I was very heavy-footed, whatever that means.
I don't know what that means. That's cruel for a child to just insult their abilities in that way.
Clunky. Yeah.
I mean, you can probably dance better than I can.
Yeah, I'm sure you can dance.
No. People
now.
dance now.
Yeah.
Yes.
They can't see the feet, but there's perfect tap
Yeah.
happening right there. I feel like we should really congratulate you two on the fact that your characters are the longest serving relationship
True.
in the show.
Yeah.
And in many ways have served as like a beacon for the other characters. How do you feel about like where their journeys may continue? Sort of like maybe 10 years in the future. We're hypothesizing.
Well, we keep saying there needs to be some drama, isn't
Well,
it?
yeah. I think they should break up at some point. I'm getting bored of them. I'm not, actually, that's a joke.
Kiz just doesn't want to work with me anymore.
I'm
Right, that's-
sick of you.
That's a little savage.
I think Darcy works with animals.
For me, I'm like, I wouldn't want her to have a massive heartbreak, but I feel like she needs it just to like
Grow up.
grow up, yeah, and experience life. So it's maybe they break up and it's like a bad one, but in like 5 years' time they rekindle.
Yeah, I
that
think
would be
it's like normal
is
people
cute.
vibes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's difficult because obviously the world that we're seeing in Heartstopper is like very young and almost like idyllic in the way that they're sort of viewing the world. So it's interesting that you're both saying like, no, they need like
some drama.
a little reality.
We get a bit more mature this season. Like, we have sex this season.
What?
We have sex.
Well, I've never heard of that myself.
What is that?
But it does get a little bit more grown up. Like the series has sort of like aged up
Yeah.
with the viewers.
Yeah, it's cute.
It gets a bit naughty.
Get a little bit
And there's
naughty.
alcohol.
Actual alcohol.
Actual
Actual
alcohol, not
alcohol.
J2Os like it was in the first season.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Vodka
I always find that so
and-
funny that they're walking around and like beefing in season 1 with like these bottles of J2O. But no,
Is that- I didn't notice that.
it's really funny.
Go back and watch. Go back and watch. Everyone go back and watch.
What are you drinking in the hotel room?
Water. Oh, in real life. It's
Okay.
water.
No, yeah, actual or
Yeah.
in the show.
In the show, it was vodka.
Okay,
Lots of vodka.
but it was actually water.
But it was actually also, yeah.
Okay, no method acting.
No.
No.
No. So it does get a little bit more naughty this season.
Yes.
Can you give me a little taste of the naughty vibes? I could have phrased that better. Can you tell me about...
Do you want me to kiss her? Right here, right
No,
now.
do it now.
We'll show you.
Can you tell me some of the sort of like more grown-up things that happen on season 3?
Well, Tara and Darcy have some fun in the bedroom. That's pretty grown up. That was for them.
Yeah.
There are multiple birthday parties. Well, not birthday parties, but
Multiple
parties.
parties.
That feel less Heartstoppery. They're more
Yeah.
like grimy, and it's like a
Yeah.
rave.
Tara's
type.
vomiting and
Yeah.
everything.
Tara
Little
gets
vom.
Yeah.
little wavy baby.
There's so much vomit in this show. Everyone's always vomiting.
Like, just season 3 is the season of the vom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What was sort of like the most awkward thing for you to film this season? That feels
Are
like
we
a
thinking
little...
about the same
Of
thing?
course
Of course
we're
we're thinking about the same thing. Okay, you go.
Same.
Go.
We were filming one of the intimate scenes And our director used this phrase that I can't stop thinking about, which was moment of insertion.
Can we go from the moment
now
of insertion?
for the moment of insertion. And it's just...
And on it, like, I'm very immature as a person, right? So, like, I get the giggles. So
You're looking at her face.
I literally couldn't even look at kids. I was like staring into the abyss, hearing these.
Pretend I'm not there.
Hearing these words, and I'm like, don't laugh, just keep going. So yeah,
He sort of talked us through it. He's like, okay, and then do this. And it's just so weird, like in a dead silent room with like 7 people
like
just
10
watching you
people looking
make
at you,
out.
That's
So weird.
that was awkward, but funny. And at least it wasn't like 10 hours.
And
of
everyone has
filming.
sex this season, so
Yeah.
we all had something
all
to
went
talk
through it.
about. Yeah. Shared trauma.
Did everyone get the phrase now for the moment of insertion?
No, I think
I
I
don't
might have
know.
just
I think
been
they,
honest.
I think they varied.
Yeah.
Did you manage to keep it together after the use of that phrase?
Do you know
you
what?
were quite good.
We did quite good. I was impressed. Like, I think there was only a slight smile at one point.
And then we just played into
And
the
then
smile.
yeah.
We were just like, oh, they're just having fun.
just-
They're,
yeah,
they're allowed
yeah.
to smile at each other. It's not super serious sex that they have.
Yeah, so they're very comfortable with each other, so it's more of a like familiarity there.
And one time we had sex at school. And I think that's so scandalous.
That's really naughty. Is it in that
It's
music room that you got
scandalous.
locked in that one
It's their
time?
favourite place, I imagine.
I assume so.
Next to the trumpets.
During.
This is so risque. I feel like we've known Heartstopper up to this point for being like sweet and like full of joy and innocence.
And now we're like, grown.
Yeah, fully. Does it still have those sort of like sweet and like joyful moments?
Absolutely. It's still completely
forehead kisses.
Heartstopper through and through, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. The amazing crew
Hand
and
holding.
Alice make sure of that.
Yeah.
So even though it's more mature, it's definitely still Heartstopper.
Yeah.
It's
You're
still got the
fine.
cutesy vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, do you mind if I ask you some more questions that have come in from fans? Can I get a dramatic ooh? Ooh. I have one question here that says, what's one line from Heartstopper that you'll never forget?
Maybe you're a lesbian and you don't even know it. She was the best. Like, she was in season 1, sorry, I get really excited about this. She's amazing. Stole the show. One line. Amazing.
Her name was Tiny Girl.
Tiny Girl 1.
That was the character name.
That
Yeah.
was what it said in the script, right?
Yeah.
And maybe you're a lesbian and you don't even know it. And that is exactly how she's incredible. A big fan of her.
What's one line that you'll never forget?
Maybe one from this season, which is just wanted to see you dancing. Because I just wanted to see her dancing.
Oh.
I like that
cute
one.
one. That
And
is a
also,
nice one.
Alice gave us these notebooks at the beginning of the season that had like a line, like one of our lines from the season on it, and it was so cute. And that was the
That's
line.
really sweet.
What was your line from that?
My one's, it's just you and me.
Oh,
From this same
Same
scene.
scene.
Yeah, really cute. That's a really cute scene, actually.
What is your morning routine on set? First thing that comes to your head.
sleep in the car.
Great answer.
Wake up.
No way.
Wait. You're so quick fire, I panic.
The first thing you thought of was wake up. That's fair enough. If you could have dinner with any people, dead or alive, who would they be and why? Let's alternate. One.
Beyonce.
Yep. No pressure, but pressure.
Isaac Newton.
That's a good answer. What's the best perk about being in Heartstopper?
The best part is like DMing people I like and then they respond. I'm like, that's so much fun. I can actually talk to people who I think are really cool and they'll respond. That's the coolest part.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. You've got more to do, but it's not with me, and I'm sad about that. So, gorgeous people, we have come to the end, but there is one thing left, and that is the BFF challenge with Kit and Joe, round 2. I'm asking Kit and Joe to take part in a series of challenges. Last time,
This is just really mean. I'm so sorry. It's actually
feel
quite
like
good though. And
that's not
ironically,
terrible.
it's really quite good.
Kit won the first round,
Thing is, though, if someone showed me that, I'd be like, it's me.
It's really quite good, I think.
but that could all change on this week's episode of the BFF challenge with Kit and Joe. So our next challenge is finish the line. I'm going to read you the first half of an iconic Heartstopper line, and you must finish the line. I'm not going to alternate. I'm going to ask you each to come up with a buzzer sound. Joe, your buzzer sound, please. Okay, a physical sound.
Physical.
That's strong. Kit, your sound, please.
Why are we like this?
Okay, that is your buzzer sound. Question number 1.
Haunts you in my dreams.
Finish the line. Hi.
Hi.
Didn't see a buzzer.
Why are we like this? Hi.
That was the first one. I'm going to give you the point.
That's not fair.
You're right, it isn't fair. Question number 2. I was born to...
Why are we like this? Dance?
No, I'm sorry, I'm going to throw it over.
It's Tao, I think it's Tao.
I'll give you a hint, it is one of your lines.
It's my line.
Yeah.
I was born to... Yeah, I don't know.
Kill aliens.
That's definitely not one of my lines. Where?
Maybe when you improv
In the arcade? Well, that's an improv line, so it doesn't count.
Oh, well...
I think it counts.
I think it counts more
I don't
because
You've got to
it
make
means
this
you
game a
wrote
bit more
it.
difficult, actually. I kind of like that.
Okay. Yeah.
You're not
What
exactly...
an awful ad-lib from me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think it's a brilliant ad-lib.
It was season
It's
one,
great.
yeah.
It was season
It's
one.
iconic. Question number 3. You're not exactly the authority on...
Why are we like this?
Yes.
On... You're not exactly the authority on...
You've got 3 seconds.
on-
2.
Oh, fuck it.
1. I'm
Sorry.
throwing it over.
Who is or isn't gay? Or who isn't...
I'm going to let you have it on working out who is and isn't
Oh,
gay. How
yeah,
many
I remember
points
the
have you got?
scene.
Question number 4. I know people have hurt you, and you feel like I'd be better off without you. But
Why
I
are we like
need you
this?
to know, yes.
But I need you to know that my life is so much better because I met you.
That is correct. Yep, an additional point. Congratulations. So that means you've won 2 out of our 2 games
Yes.
so far.
Well done.
Oh, you're in the lead, but all could change in the next exciting episode of the Heartstopper official podcast. Gorgeous people, that is it for this episode of the Heartstopper official podcast. But if you're watching on YouTube, please do make sure you like, comment and subscribe. And if you're listening to us on a podcast app, just give us a follow and maybe a cheeky 5 stars. Bye for now.